Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Ken Dodd.
First of all, ladies and gentlemen, my Lord Mayor, Lady Mayoress, Your Grace, Your Disgrace, Mystic Meg, Charlie Dimmock. Is it? Oh, no, it's two grow bags. First of all, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to say how tickled I am to be here with you tonight, here in this magnificent Actors' Job Centre. What a fabulous show this is going to be when it starts. I can't tell you how excited I feel. Well, I could, but I get locked up. What a way to end a glorious career. I mean, you can then pack it in. This is the place to do it. 47 years. 47 years in show business, struggling night after night, dreaming of stardom. Suddenly waking up and finding yourself in a shed on the South Bank. Performing to a bunch of people who are waiting for a hip operation. Just once in every entertainer's lifetime, he gets this golden opportunity to whip an whip an audience up into a frenzy, to have them somersaulting and dancing in the aisles and turn. I don't think you're up to this, you know. See, tonight is meant to be an artistic experience. Yes, I'm an artiste, and you are my paints and canvas and brushes. And tonight, my dear friends, between us, we're going to create a masterpiece. What words spring to mind? Deluxe. Well, another wonderful day. What's been a wonderful week, and it has been a wonderful week for me. Monday evening, I suddenly found out my ginseng was working. Never mind how, I just did. Wednesday lunchtime, I had a very successful luncheon with my accountant. He paid the bill and I managed to snatch the receipt. Yes. And only this morning, and you're not going to believe this morning, I got a £10 rebate from the Inland Revenue. And they said there's plenty more where that came from. If I just remember to tick the right box. What a show. What a show we've got lined up for tonight, gentlemen. Tonight we've got artists from all the four corners of the job centre. We've got an Irish rabbi, Jaime O'Blimey. We've got a Chinese fire eater, Bernie Tung. A fantastic contortionist, Willie Snappit. Yes! We've got the famous Russian knife thrower, Vladimir Kutuzedov. A saucy Russian striptease lady, Eva Vestov. Yes. I'll keep going till I find something you like. I don't mind if you don't laugh, as long as you're interested. If you hear one you like, sir, put your hand up. We've got a special treat for all the boys, for all the fellas. We've got a topless lady ventriloquist. Nobody's ever seen her lips move. Has anybody seen my show before? Yes. Would you mind telling me what to do next, please? No, you see, we have a system for testing your particular ability. Now, on the front rows, you've got red and yellow cards, OK? Red and yellow cards, you're like football referees. You're in charge of the audience's good taste. Now, if I tell a very saucy joke, you hold the yellow card up, and I shall immediately pull myself together, OK? If I tell a very, very obscene joke, well, of course, you miss it, you just hold the red card up, and I'll go off, and you sing the song. What sort of songs do you sing there? What? Soul music. Really, soul music. Oh, Colin, have you any songs about fish? What about There's a Place for Us? No. Now, as you know, ladies, next week is National Romance Week. One good turn gets most of the duvet. So... You do understand, ladies, you do understand what I'm trying to ask you to do, don't you, girls? Because, after all, you are women. And... No, your brains are smaller than ours. Did I say something naughty, then? I shall have to have my legs slapped. When would you like to do it? Oh, come on. Now, blondes, and blondes, particularly blondes. I mean, why do blondes like BMWs? Because they can spell it. And... and when ladies get together, it's like a group headache. And... what do girls talk about? What do girls talk about? Men. 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 Two ladies talking, one to that man. That man, from the moment I met him, it was moan, moan, whinge, whinge, cry, cry, swear, swear. So when did you meet him? Said I ran over him in the car. We need a question.
Hi, Ken.
Oh, beautiful girl. Hello, it's Claire Sweeney. Oh, thank you for lending us your support.
I just want to say thank you for your support when I was starting out as a teenager in the business. All the help and encouragement. Thank you.
That was my father.
Well, they say life is a gamble, Ken, especially show business.
Yes.
Are you a gambler and do you take risks?
Is that an offer? We're all gamblers. We all take risks, don't we? We're all interested in money. Every Wednesday and Saturday, we're all waiting for the big finger. It could be you. It could be you. You know, last Saturday night, my heart nearly stopped. I was just 5 numbers off a winning line. I was close as that. I don't know what I'd do if I won the lottery. I'd probably give it all away. No, I wouldn't. I went into a shop last Saturday to buy a lottery ticket. There was a gorgeous girl behind the counter. She said next week will be rollover week. I said, really, though? Gosh, that's better than winning 10 quid. Are you all in a good mood? Yeah. Nan's a quid. Oh, this is terrible. It gets stress, you know. Stress. It affects every stress. You're under stress. I'm under stress. I don't know what I'm under stress for. I'm the only one who knows what time the thing's going to finish here tonight. And I don't want to depress you. I'm an optimist. No, an optimist, love. It's nothing to do with your eyes. Did you know this, you know, that 50%, and that's almost half, well, I know I'm not brilliant at figures, but... and neither are a lot of people. Do you know that 5 out of 3 people can't do fractions? Stress in show business, stress in sport. Any Manchester United supporters in? Yes. It's always women, isn't it? They've been jealous. They've got Sir Alex Ferguson, see? Sir Alex Ferguson. The other afternoon, the Queen very graciously dubbed Sir Alex with a golden sword and gave him a gold stopwatch 10 minutes fast. Then... all the Manchester United players, they all went out on the pitch following their captain. The other night in our house in Nottingham, the phone rang. I picked up the phone. He said, hello, Ken. Chris Tarrant here, ITV's Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Ken, we have David Beckham here and his wife, Victoria. And with your help, we can get them up to £100. One other question. Now, who the gentleman with his hand up. Well, don't be long, sir. It's Dennis Norden, ladies and gentlemen. Dennis Norden, and we're so pleased to have him here this evening. He's just had an operation, the removal of a clipboard.
Everybody knows you play more theatres, you travel further across the country, and you entertain a more varied assortment of audiences than any other performer in the land. Oh. Now, just in confidence, what is your favourite kind of audience?
Yeah. Why do you yodel when you talk? My favourite audience is an audience that loves to laugh. An audience that loves to laugh, you know. A family audience, as in mums and dads and kids. Last Christmas, we were in pantomime, you see. Do you like pantomime? But last time we were in Halifax in Yorkshire. We hadn't done anything wrong, we just had to go there. No, it's what they call community service. And we... You know about pantomime, don't you? I mean, you know about pantomime. You know the opening chorus of pantomime is always the same, you know. It doesn't matter whether it's Babes in the Woods, Cinderella, or Alibaba and the 40 VAT Men. It's always the same. The curtain goes up and the pheasants are always dancing around. And the opening chorus goes like this. world of yesterday, we're looking out to find a way for the children. With a happy song and a happy face, we can make this world a better place for the children. And we're singing out around the world to every other boy and girl. We're holding hands and reaching out to all of you. Come on now, everybody sing. Hold my hand, hold it tight. Hold my hand if you're yellow, black or white. Children of the world unite, keep the candle burning bright. Hold my hand if you're yellow, black or white. Hold my hand if you're yellow, black or white. What we need now is some community singing, Colin, community singing. Oh, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. If you say very big, it is atrocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Sir, you were la-laring. You weren't singing, you were la-laring. I heard you. You wrote a romantic song for all these gorgeous ladies here. One, Colin, one of Elvis's. When no one else can understand me, when everything I do is wrong, you give me hope and inspiration. You give me hope to carry on. We'll have the roof off in a minute. Song for all the old farmers. There was an old farmer, he had no sound. Susanna, the wonderful man. Now this old man, he had some little pigs. I really did. Oh, come on, join in. Come on. It's a party. 1, 2, 3, go. The wonderful farmer, he had no sound. Mrs., you're drowning that man, Mrs. Fat old policeman, he's always down our street. He's such a jolly red-faced man, it really is a treat. He's too kind for a policeman. He's never known to frown. Everybody says he is the happiest man in town. Oh, that's what I want you to do. Ladies and gentlemen, for a serious moment, I want to reveal a secret. I want to take this opportunity while I'm on national television, before the newspapers get hold of it and push the dirt. I was Anne Widdecombe's toy boy. No, that's not true. Not true. But you are a lovely audience, because not all audiences are wonderful and charming and gullible like you know. We played a theatre last week. The act before me was so bad they were still booing while I was on. I wouldn't mind, but it was a dog act. Sure. You can't hurt me anymore now. I've been rejected all my life. My life has been one round of rejection after another. And I worked so hard. No harder than that. I think my mother loved me. But mothers do like. Hands of all the mothers in the audience who've got ugly children. You see, there's not many, are there? I was a bottle baby. My mother said she liked me as a friend, but it had to stop there. Yes. I think my dad liked me. My dad used to throw me up in the air, then go outside for a smoke. One day my father rushed into the house waving a £5 note. He said, "Look what I've got for you, son." He'd sold me. And that's how I came into show business. And times were hard. We were so poor, you see. When I came into show, I can only afford tap dancing lessons for one leg. I was out of work half the time. I did get a long run in Treasure Island, the musical. They're making musicals out of all sorts of books now. Oh, they're working a musical out of the Kama Sutra, if they can get enough singing acrobats. I went to the audition, but my legs let me down. I couldn't get them round the back of my neck. And when I started in show business, I just had pittance. And what little bit of money I got, I used to spend on wine, women and song, till my voice broke. I used to fall in love so easily. I fell in love with the lady contortionist, but she turned the other cheek. It's a strange courtship. I used to say to her, "Give us a clue." But she's a very clever woman, very clever. She could bend over backwards, stick her head between her legs and sign a pension book with her other hand. The applause she used to get in the post office. Sometimes she'd do an encore, but when she got to the counter, it was position closed. I ran away with the circus. Oh, the circus people loved me. Well, I was the only one who could get the tent back in the bag. I was assistant to the human cannonball, but he went off without telling his wife. We toured all over Britain, all over the show, yeah. Derbyshire, I fell in love with the Bakewell sisters. They were a couple of tarts. Ready for another question there? Another question? Yeah, oh.
Yes, hello, Ken.
Hello, Miss Vidal.
Yes. If they rang you up in Knotty Ash and asked you to be Chief Controller of Television...
Yes.
What would you do to make sure that all the programmes were as good as yours?
Well, I think television is pretty wonderful, don't you, at the moment? Aren't you glad you've paid for a television licence? Well, you should be, because it was invented here, you know. South Bank. Television, yes. This fellow on the South, he got the idea for television one day when he saw his wife nagging him through the serving hatch. And what wonderful television. Have you seen afternoon television? Oh, isn't it? Afternoon, what they're putting on for the poor old cocks. They poor perishing pensioners. Old black and white films. Old? I saw one last week. James Mason was in short trousers. On the mountain, a gym slip. It was a romantic British film. At the end of the film, Finlay Curry got the girl. All the old cocks, they're all enjoying the film. Suddenly, Frank Windsor comes on and said, "Have you thought about your funeral yet?" Right. Get some money paid in for your funeral, you know. Otherwise, you won't get a decent box. They'll cart you off in a bin bag. So we start watching the film again, and Carol Vorderman comes on. She'd had an accident. Do you want one? Be at the top of your road tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock. We'll have you run over by a bus. Then get in touch with us, Compo Direct. Compo Direct. We'll get you some compensation. Mrs. Janocki of London, she got an ingrowing toenail waiting in the bus queue. We got her £4.75 in compensation and a new shoe with a Cuban heel. She wanted to sling back. It's going to be... So they start watching the film again, and Flora Hurd comes on, whizzing up and downstairs on a stair lift. Where are they getting this stuff from? And the commercials today, the commercials used to be happy, didn't they? We are the Ovaltinis. Commercials were based on fear. Fear. This young woman frightened the life out of this fella, saying, "You're not going to believe what they've done in your bathroom." Middle of the night television, yes? Ghosties and ghoulies and monsters. Dracula. Ha, now there is a Dracula. Who could be entertained by somebody with big teeth and bulgy eyes? Dracula, he's supposed to be a vampire, and vampires can't have mirrors in the house. So how does he part his hair down the centre? Another question, please. A question, so, please. The gentleman in the red dicky bow.
Yes, Ken.
Oh, it's you.
It's me, yes. We live in a much more aggressive world today and a lot of pushy people around. Now, you are an icon of humour.
Yes.
What would be your recipe to allay people's stresses and fears?
Well, first of all, you tell me what an icon is.
You are an icon.
Oh, am I? Oh, well. Yes, I think we do, Nicholas. I think we live in a very, very aggressive world. Don't you think so, Fishface? My friend, We want to get back to a more genteel world, a more peaceful world. The genteel world of Jane Austen. All the ladies wore crinolines. Well, most of them were bow-legged anyway. And the gentlemen all wore very, very tight riding breeches. If they had any small change, you could tell whether it was heads or tails. And riding boots. And they had good manners. They had good manners and etiquette. They had lots of etiquette. If a young man wishes to court a young lady, he'd have to visit her very stern father for permission. And the father would say, are your intentions towards my daughter honourable or dishonourable? Oh, you mean you've got a choice? And have you known my daughter is nicely reared? She's not too bad from the front either, sir. Can you support a family? I think so. There's 9 of us. We're ready for another question. Anyone? Oh, a lady here. Yes. Oh, it's Dora.
Yeah.
Oh, dear Dizzy Dora.
Kenneth, I'm a great admirer of your singing. I love you to sing. But why do you keep pulling funny faces? Because I want you to sing a song all the way through without pulling a funny face. Could you try and sing a nice song just for me?
For you, my love, and for all these lovely ladies in the audience, a favourite song of mine, The Very Thought of You. The very thought of you. And I forget to do. The little ordinary things that everyone ought to do. I'm living in a kind of daydream. I'm happy as a king, and foolish though it may seem to me, that's everything. The mere idea of you, the longing here for you, you'll never know how slow the moments go till I'm near to you. I see your face in every flower, your eyes in stars above. The very thought of you, the very thought of you, my love. Miss Joan Hines, ladies and gentlemen. Miss Joan Hines. These girls, these ladies here, you want to hear some classical music, don't you, girls? Come and join us, the silent night. Thousands of women across the nation suffer, I'm told, from night starvation. If you're the one that cannot slumber, write to me with your name and number. Go for your new pension, here's the thing I'd like to mention. If approached by someone shifty, phone a friend, not 50-50. I'm a happy son of a gun. That's why I am banging this drum. I'll stay all night upon this stage, because I've been put on the minimum wage. Right. One more another question, please. Oh, young man, yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Could you sing me a song my mum used to sing to me when I was a diddy man? And I still wish I was a diddy man.
Yes, you're a diddy man now.
Sometimes.
Well, you could be a diddy man, Frank, yeah. What? What height are you when you're flat on your back?
It depends what I'm looking at.
Frank would like a song to remind him of home. What part of Hammersmith is Matinata? L'aurora di bianco vestita, dall'uscio si schidio gran sol, dejar con la rosa a sua dita, carezze del fiore la stuol, commoso don frime tavarno, il torno, il criato appar, eterno di sì e divano, mi stocchi dolente cantar. I wish you joy, though teardrops burn, and if someday you should want to return, please hurry back, and we'll make a new start, dear. Till then you're breaking my heart. Oh! Well, you two-faced lot. All the world's a stage, and all the men and women are acting the goat. We're all actors, aren't we? We're all pretending. I'm pretending to be a comedian. You're pretending to be an audience. Would you mind pretending to laugh, please? Question from someone. An actor, preferably. No, Ricky, doesn't count you.
Ken.
Yes. Keith Barron, ladies and gentlemen. Keith Barron,
lovely
yes.
to see you.
Yes, young man.
Ken, you are, of course, the greatest, I have to say that, but you've also appeared in Alice in Wonderland and Hamlet. How is the acting career going?
Well, actually, thank you, Keith. You're quite right. I did appear with Kenneth Allbran, and I have been, still studying my drama and acting. I saw this advert in a newspaper last week. It said, "Earn millions in a few short weeks. Why work when you can become an actor?" So I've enrolled for a drama course in the Hambone Academy of Acting and Drama by post. And the advert said, "Send no money now, but make sure the check's in the post tomorrow morning." I've had my potential spotted. I can get it off with Terps, I think. Every week you get a different lesson. Last week it was gestures. Look at it. How's that one? What's that one? You know, this is, I must remember to put the top on the super glue tube. And you have elocution. What the lesson elocution is, what you do is you fill your mouth up with marbles. Take a marble. And when you've lost all your marbles, ladies are potty about dramatic love songs. They're real emotional love songs, and we need a love song for all the ladies. Now, everybody has a favourite love song. Do you have a favourite love song, too? And it all started in show business, yonks ago in history. It started here, around here, in the caves at Hampstead. And, there's still a few people living in them. And There were 3 cavemen, Iggy, Oggy and Oogie. And they'd been out hunting dinosaurs in Kensington. And Iggy came back to the cave. It was freezing cold one January. And they'd just invented fire the week before by rubbing 2 grannies together. Well, Iggy backed up to the fire and he was toasting himself and suddenly got a bit too hot. He was lifting his bird. He went, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah. Willy, 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 ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ah, ooh, ah. I said, what are you doing? He said, I'm singeing. The caveman used to go out and he saw a pretty girl, he would hit her over the head, you see, with his club, and they'd start dancing and singing. They were the first ones to start clubbing. Everybody loved dancing, don't they? First of all, there's the Scottish dancing. Auntie Mary, Auntie Mary, there's a soldier, a Scottish soldier. He didn't half perspire when his new kilt caught fire. Then there's the Irish dancing. They dance like this because they come out without any money. The English dancers, the Morris dancers, with their lovely straw bonnets. Their lovely straw bonnets bedecked with flowers and ribbons. Bishop's-leaf blouses, embroidered waistcoats. Silk stockings and snug-fitting velvet trousers. They want locking up the whole... Are you going to Scarborough Fair? No. There was the fertility dancers. The fertility dancers. All the young maidens and the young men of the village would dance gaily round the maypole, saying things like, oh, please let it be a false alarm. And you can still hear the old folk songs sung in the folk clubs. If you go during happy hour, you'll hear the folk singers singing the traditional folk songs. And the women are slaving in the fields all day long. Oh, they're slaving the tittle. And the babby is crying for bread. Oh, stop the babby crying. And the men are in prison for stealing the sheep. Here, where, there, where. Now, Lord, I wish I was dead. Now, you feel wonderful when you come out of those places. For 3 hours at Ken Dodd was bad enough. This is terrible. When I used to sing my baritone solos, I was Professor Yaffle Chuckabutti, operatic tenor and sausage knotter. That final baritone solo, the floral dance. And... was the pendulous, furious tone of the cornet, clarinet, and big trombone, fiddle, cello, all away as the trance, I heard the sound of the flaural dance, dancing here. The boy, up and down, around the town, I'll kill him. Musical comedy has given us some beautiful love songs. The most romantic musical of all must be The Stupid Prince. The Stupid Prince is a very romantic story of a young prince who was sent by his father, the king, to study at the University of Heidelberg. He wants him to be a Heidelberger, and he is a Heidelberger. He lies in bed all day singing work songs. He's trying to get a BA in boozing, a BSc and a PhD. Then he'll go back the following year for the rest of the alphabet. At the university, he lives in a schloss. There are 3 houses, the Schloss House, the Doss House, the other place was burnt down. The prince and his pals, they were the first lagerlouts. They go around boozing and wenching, which is the same as winching, but it's not as bad for your back. He falls in love with the innkeeper's daughter. She's so pretty. So, Your Highness, please be gentle. If I get into trouble, I'll do away with myself. By Josie, that's damn decent of you. The drinking song from the Stupid Prince. Are bright as stars when they're shining on me. Drink, drink, let the toast start. May young hearts never part. Drink, boy, drink, drink. Let every true lover salute his sweetheart. They drink. From America came wonderful musicals. Carousel, Annie Have Some Fun, and Pay Your Lorry. Oh, and Oklahoma. Yes, the trouble with Oklahoma was, you see, the cowboys are rough and toothless. Tough and ruthless. And cowboys can't dance. Still, everybody has a good time. Stick 'em up. Oh, here come the Indians. Form a circle. Let's cut them off at the pass. Rawhide. Ooh, that's the biggest campfire I've ever seen. Oh, Oklahoma and Oklahoma and Camelot. Oh, to handle a woman, I'll strangle you. Kismet. Hold my hand, I'm a strange-looking parasite. We had two wonderful composers called Gilbert and Sullivans. Now, Gilbert and Sullivan achieved worldwide fame with two other men, Doyle Cart and his brother Orson. Take a pair of sparkling eyes, take a pair of sparkling eyes, take a pair of sparkling eyes. And these two men, sparkling eyes, take a pair of sparkling eyes, take a pair of sparkling eyes. And when these two compose sparkling eyes, take a pair of sparkling eyes, take a pair of sparkling eyes. And these two want a pair of sparkling eyes. Oh, shut up, will you? Gilbert and Sullivan wrote beautiful love songs for the young Victorian swains, men. They sing these beautiful bad sad ballads to their sweethearts. Come, tell me, pretty maiden, are there any more at home like you? There are a few. Hello, sexy. I've got a sister. There have been some wonderful, wonderful American composers and wonderful, wonderful American singers. Frank Sinatra. I Did It Sideways. I myself, I'm a middle-of-the-road singer, and then on the M1 last week... My favourite must be Nat King Cole. Unforgettable. You must remember this. Try to remember. I can't. The most romantic accent of all must be the German accent. Oh. People think when you talk to a German, you have to stand 15 feet away and wear a plastic mask. It's very fluid language. That's some lovely, lovely girls in Germany. Big girls. They're all called Gerda. You go to a German concert hall, you can hear the classic, you can hear Wagner, Beethoven. If you go to a Hofbrauhaus, you get Brahms and Liszt. We had a wonderful German singer in this country called Richard Tauber. And Richard Tauber, he worked in this country under the name of Count von Zeppelin. In Germany, we are the greatest. We have the greatest cars. We have the Porsche and the Volkswagen. And the Audi. We have the greatest singers in the world. Pavarotti. German singers get the highest notes with the aid of the German tuning fork. Hang on. I can't hear that. Once in ein Lifetime ein Luftdream comes true. Just eins in ein Lifetime or never. Kaputt, verboten. For you, my friend, the war is over. I saw your feet on Cité. I met you. Oh, what webs. The moment I clocked them, I knew. Wir in Love. Mein Herz und ich liebe dich, really? Und wir always true. Mein Herz und ich liebe dich, so wie sie. Und jetzt, mein Liebchen, should we ever say, auf Wiedersehen, hasta la vista, and tati bye. I'm sure we both should die. Mein heart and I. Hello, Dickie.
Hi, Dotty. How you diddling?
No, I'm doing all right, yeah, fine. This is a very important show, Dickie. I want you to sing a nice song for the ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
And if you sing it very, very nicely...
Yeah.
You've seen that lovely, shiny, red bicycle in my dressing room?
Yeah.
Well, I'll sell it to you.
You're a Greek.
I'm a what? Well, sing a romantic song for all these lovely ladies. What would you like to sing?
When they begin, they begin.
When they begin, they begin. I'm beginning to get fed up with you.
I don't care.
Why?
I'm going.
You're going?
I'm jacking it in.
Jacking it in?
I'm jacking it in.
Well, you can't. We're a team like Laurel and Hardy and Andrew, Lloyd and Webber. But if you leave me, I'll be in a hole. I'll be in a mess.
Don't care.
Remember, Dickie, ambition, the grass is always greener the other side of the street. You know who said that?
Tom Jones.
This other job. What other job are you going to do?
A jockey.
A jockey? Oh. When did you first think about becoming a jockey?
When I was small.
What happened?
Got a saddle on the cat.
Have you ever ridden in a race before?
Yeah.
Where?
Haydock.
Haydock. Uh-huh. What happened?
Started at 10 to 1.
Yeah. Finished?
20 to 6.
And of all the race courses in Great Britain, which is your favourite race course?
Aintree.
Aintree.
And New Toxeter.
Aintree and New Toxeter. Why is this?
Because I can't say Kent and Cark.
And what other job you fancy?
Cook.
A cook, huh? You could be a little chef.
Short order cook.
A short order cook, yeah. What's your speciality?
Beans on toast.
Well, I have a little query.
I've heard.
How can I stop porridge sticking to the bottom of my pan?
Eat toast.
I think it's time you retired. Little man, you're crying. I know why you're blue.
Glue?
No, blue. Someone stole your diddy car away.
They knocked it off.
Time to go to sleep now. Little man, you've had a busy day.
What a busy day.
You've been playing soldiers. The battle has been won. The enemy is out of sight. Come along there, soldier. Put away your drum. The war is over for tonight.
Swing it, Dotty.
Time to stop your scheming. Time your day was through. Can't you hear the bugle softly play?
He's good, isn't he?
Time you should be dreaming. Little man, you've had a busy day. Little man, you've had a busy day. I can truthfully say, look, I've never worked with such a romantic audience. So many romantic couples here in the audience. Look at this couple over here. Romeo and Juliet. Look, they're holding hands in case he hits her. And they have a little love secret. Can I tell them your little love secret? Have I got it right now? You never go to sleep angry. They've been awake now for 5.5 years. The gentleman over here was telling me, he said 6 months ago his lovely lady wife had to have plastic surgery. Oh, I said, did it hurt? No, he just cut her credit cards up. On the front row, we have a winner here. This gentleman here. You're a winner, aren't you, sir? You won this. You won this competition. Can I tell him, sir? He won this. It was a 3 weeks holiday. 3 weeks at a luxury hotel in Swanage. This 5 star. You had to win it. It was off the back of a pot noodle packet. It was a competition. You had to arrange 12 comedians in order of attractiveness. Thank you. And he with this lovely lady on the back of the tandem, and. The manager of the hotel met up at the front steps. He said, I've given you the bridal suite, sir. He said, bridal suite? We've been married 25 years. He said, you can have the ballroom, you don't have to dance. Thank you for being a fabulous, fabulous audience, ladies and gentlemen. We wish you good health, the time you enjoy it, and lots and lots of happiness! The